time was February the 11th, 1990 to be exact. Your boy was only 9 years old. And that was the day my step pops, all his friends came over, tuned into HBO, and we watched Mike Tyson versus James Buster Douglas. And that day tore me up for a very long time, man. Especially whenever people would bring up Mike Tyson. Because, as I've stated before, man, Mike Tyson was like a legend. He was like a superhero to us in Brooklyn, man. Mike Tyson was insanely popular, especially in the boroughs, man. And when he lost to Buster Douglas, man, that kind of like, I mean, at least for me, and even some other people from my block, it devastated us, man. Like I said, we was little, we was young. We looked up to Tyson like he was like a mythical creature almost. And to watch him get beat and stopped, that had to be one of the most, well, that fight is touted as one of the most devastating upsets in boxing history. I would have to agree. It's one of them, absolutely. But some will question, how did that happen? Well, was Tyson not traded? People were saying he wasn't traded. He was partying the night before the fight, and he even said that he wasn't traded for it correctly. So people are saying, well, even if he was, he still probably would have lost to Buster Douglas. Probably not. I don't agree with that one bit. If he was traded and he was focused, he would have probably won. On the other hand, though, James Buster Douglas, he came in there with a mission. He just lost his mother. So you know how it is, man, how we feel about our mothers as men. We ain't trying to upset our mother. We trying to make our mom proud. So he went in there with that attitude like, this is for my mom, and I'm going to do this for mama. Sometimes it's hard to beat a motherfucker like that. You know, when they got it in their mind already that they can't lose, it's a problem. And he showed that in the fight. Got knocked down in the 8th round. And that was the count was kind of controversial. I remember about that. And it was like, yeah, because, you know, early on, Tyson was getting his eyes swole up, sort of cookie forming on his eye. And we was like, fuck. Everybody was upset. Yeah, it was getting crazy in that house, man. It looked like dudes about to open the window and let some shots off in the air. That's exactly how that's how tense it was inside the apartment that day. I can remember correctly. But when Tyson knocked down Buster Douglas with that uppercut, we was like, yeah, there's hope. But, you know, Buster Douglas pulled something down from his inner spirit. You know, his mom probably was talking to him like, get up, son, get up. And the rest was history, man. He knocked out Mike Tyson, man. And when I tell you, that totally fucked with me, man, because I was like, damn, nobody, all these years growing up watching Tyson, I've been watching Tyson, I started watching him, man, since 87? I think the first fight I've seen, I was about 6, 7 years old. So I was like, first grade? First grade. All the way up to like 1990 when I went the Douglas fight. All those years before the Douglas fight, I've been watching Mike Tyson knocking everybody out, icing dudes. And then we like, yo, nobody can beat Iron Mike. Then the video game came out, Punch Out. I got that for Christmas. And he was on the video game. He was like the scariest person to beat. He was very hard to beat. My uncle, he was the only one, my uncle, that was able to whoop Tyson ass on that video game, man. But yeah, that shit fucked with me, man. Like, I looked at Tyson as this monster that could not be stopped. And I learned a lot from that. I learned that he was only a man and that there's always somebody better than you. You know, that's what I learned from that. My mom used to always tell me that too. Like, you know, there's always somebody better than you, man. Every time somebody get killed in the hood or something like that, she'd say, yo, there's always somebody, you think you the baddest, but it's always like somebody better than you. Believe that. Just don't forget that. She used to always tell me that. And, you know, Customado losing, dying and all that stuff. some will say that kind of changed Mike Tyson's attitude. That kind of changed his style. His style started. It kind of like got really bad after Cuss died, because Cuss was all Mike Tyson had, bro. He loved the hell out of Cus D'Amato, bro. And watching him go through all that spiral, watch his career spiral out of control, watch his life spiral out of control, all of the accusations and the rape all kind of stuff happening to him, and then to see where he at now today. This is the reason why Mike Tyson, like, to me, he, as far as like retired legends, Mike Tyson is my favorite fighter, bro. Like, he's always gonna be up there, because he was a different dude. He's definitely one of the realest dudes. Outspoken. He's raw. He don't sugarcoat nothing. I love Mike Tyson, man. I love him, bro. And hopefully he could starch Jake Paul. I hope he does, man. I hope he does. I'll probably talk about that in another video, man. But yeah, I just had to get this off my chest, because, man, if y'all only knew how we felt about Mike Tyson. Anybody that grew up in Brooklyn, in my age group, y'all know what I'm talking about. From the video games, especially the Mike Tyson Punch-Out game, man. Like, everybody in the hood had that game, bro. Everybody had that game, man. I stayed on that game all day, from the morning to the fucking night, man. But shout out to my guy Mike Tyson, man. But yeah, man, that was devastating. If y'all guys had a fight growing up that was kind of like devastating to y'all, drop them comments and tell me, what was your most devastating fight, and who was your favorite fighter, like, growing up? Me, like I said, I am Mike. Anyways, Rebel Life Boxing, thanks for listening. Catch y'all in the next one. Y'all stay tuned. I love y'all.